So last week we had Retard Friday, better known as Black Friday. And that's now come and gone, and people all queued up all night in frigid temperatures, were fighting, pushing and dragging each other all over a few bargains they perceive they are getting for materialistic things. But what people don't get is they are not getting bargains that day at all. They're being ripped off every other day that's not Black Friday. It's just simple logic that people forget. Because if these companies can sell a lot of those items for that price for that day, why can't they sell it for the rest of the year? By only one day. Now I know they tend to get rid of all the old stock because they're bringing out a new line for the people to buy that's no different than the last line. It's just a bit more expensive and just empties your pocket more. That's how it works. But these sales are also an illusion. I worked in a retail shop about 20, 30 years ago, I think it was, in the UK, over Christmas one year. And I was assigned the task of changing the prices. And I changed the prices 5 times from the week before Christmas to the 2nd of January. 5 times. At which I got rather pissy with the manager, but that's me. Now the first one, the week before Christmas, before the sale, I was asked to put the prices up around 15% and then lowered it a couple of days later as a sales price as 10% off, which meant the price was cheaper before the holiday sales. So say an item was $10 plus 15% is now $11.50. Less 10% is $10.39. So items based on $10 were 39 cents dearer for every $10. But this is in the sale. This is what they do. I got thrown out of a furniture store during sales time for pointing out that the sofa that we were interested in buying was £150, which is about $190, dearer in the sale than the month before. And so I started, when I pointed it out, the guy got a bit pissy with me, so I started telling all the customers that they were being ripped off. So I got thrown out of the store. This is what they do. So the next holiday is bearing down on us, Christmas. And the debt cycle imposed on us, but we bought into, continues. People and parents feel the need to outspend their circle and the cycle continues. We have to stop that cycle. If you can't afford it, stop it. And don't play the guilt game, well, the kids will miss out. It's a marketing trap designed to get you to spend more than you want. Maybe in this day and age, the kids missing out will give them some much needed appreciation of life. And the fact that the amount of money you spend on them equals how much you love them. Nope. That's not how it works. And that is what we need to correct. That type of thinking. People who spend more money love you more. Not really. And the only way to end the cycle is to end the cycle and teach the children the values of life. Not life is valued by money. Take the example of Christmas cards. A vast amount of money wasted on items that most people can't afford. And the reality is, you barely speak to 2/3 upwards of the people you send cards to from one Christmas to the next. Again, just stop the cycle. $3, $4, $5 and more for each card with a message written on it that somebody else wrote. They're not your words or message in the card. They are marketing scripts. People at Christmas get bonuses and some get forward pay for Christmas and then proceed to go to the shop and give it all back as the materialistic greed swallows it all up with clever marketing and competition between us. Let's just stop it. It's only one day out of 365. Why do so many put themselves under that level of stress for one day? The Vatican announced 4 years ago, December the 25th is not Jesus' birthday. Why all the stress of that day for something we have no idea now what we're actually celebrating? Then we have the biggest issue of Christmas holidays, where all the stresses, mainly financial, build up and lead to family and friend arguments. People turn to excessive drink and the cycle of abuse continues. But the biggest issue is the highest rate of divorce over any period of the year is during Christmas. All because of a clever marketing ploy. Now that has lasting implications for the mum and the dad who get divorced. But the greatest implications for the children. Was it all worth it for one day out of the year? You buy and get what you need, not what you greed.